welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Chama Linda, and on today's video we'll be having a story time. But before we go forward, please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, click the subscribe button and click on the post notification button so that anytime I post a video you get a notification. And if you like content like this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. So going on, yeah, this is the story. This story is it happened to me when I had my third baby, my last baby. You know, during my introduction video I said something about expecting, yes, I'm expecting my fourth baby. Yeah. And when I had my third baby, this is when this my story time is based on. Please, this story is not to scare anyone of childbirth or of C-section, or this story is not to scare you at all. You know, even the simplest things in life, you get complications sometimes. So yes, this is a sort of a testimony that I'm here to tell you this story. Okay. When I was pregnant for my third baby, I had a smooth pregnancy. There was no sickness, no morning sickness, no symptoms of pregnancy. I didn't have all those illnesses that are common to pregnancy. So I really had a smooth pregnancy journey. Then when I got to my due date, I passed it. Yeah, when I got to my due date, there was no sign of labor. So, but previously I had my two babies before the third baby through vaginal birth. So I got to my due date and there was no signs of labor, so I had to go to the hospital. I registered for my antenatals. I got there and they had to check, you know, the typical inserting of their fingers to check if you're dilating or if your cervix is already opening. And they checked, I was already 3 centimeters dilated, but yeah, I was already 3 centimeters dilated. So I was asked to stay back. I had to call my husband to get my things. That baby was already on his way. Okay, I stayed there for it was on a Sunday morning, and after church service, my husband came by past 2 with my stuff. I went there in the morning by 8 a.m. ish. Okay, he came to the hospital with my stuff. I was thinking I was going to give birth that same day. They checked that time. They checked, this 45 minutes checking of baby's heartbeats and then checking of cervix opening. They did all that. By 6 p.m. that day, I was already 9 centimeters dilated. But the funny thing is that I was not feeling any pain. Nada. I was not feeling any pain at all. That was where the issue started. So I asked the doctor, because I know it's when you have these contractions. When you have contractions, that helps you push out the baby. So I asked the doctor, since I'm not having my contractions, I'm not feeling any pain whatsoever, how do I push out this baby? And he said, Madam, don't worry. Before it gets to 10 centimeters, we'll do something and you will feel some sort of pain that will help you push out the baby. And they gave me this drip, this drip that helps you contract. They gave it to me. I got to 10 centimeters. People, I was not still feeling any contraction. No pain at all. I was just feeling, after 1 hour, they gave me that drip. I don't know the name of the drip, but I think it's hot. It's called hot drip locally. So I was asked I was not feeling mild. It was not even strong. It was very mild. Like I was having a stomach upset, and they moved me to the labor ward. I got there, and I was asked to push. The contraction was not that strong for me to push out the baby. Plus, they checked the heartbeat. They kept checking the heartbeat of the baby, and they said the baby was okay. But the issue now was that they even had to bring in a mini machine to check how the baby was. and they said the baby was still very far, was still very up. There was no was not even coming down. So instead of wasting time, they said I had to go for a C-section. I was scared initially because I know I've never had a C-section, but it always looked, when I watch on videos, it always looked painful. But at that moment, I was not scared. I was not scared. I said fine. My husband too was not scared. Thank God he was not scared. We said fine, and in 30 minutes time, I was wheeled to the um to the theater. Okay, so I told them, please, I don't want to fall asleep. Please, can you give me something? I know there are some C-sections that the mothers are aware all through, are awake all through. So I asked them for that. I didn't want to sleep off. So they had to call the anesthesiologist. I don't know if I'm getting it correctly. It gives you, they inject your spine. They use this very long needle and it injects your spine. They had to, and they asked me, they told me that if I feel a sensation, a vibrating sensation on my legs, that I should let them know. They did that for 6 times, injecting my spine for 6 times, and I felt all those sensations, but still it didn't work. It didn't work. So I just had to, they just had to give me the drug to let me doze off while they do their thing. Fine. And thank God it was very successful. I had my baby that day, a very beautiful boy, handsome boy, big, healthy, screaming his head off. Okay, yes, it was successful, thank God. And I woke up. I was woozy at first, but I woke up. When I woke up, I thank God. We're all so happy. And after 5 days, they discharged me. After 5 days, they discharged me. And I got back home. That is when the real drama started. I knew, even if I've not had a C-section before, I knew it was going to be a painful thing. But when I got home, thank God my mother already came for the homework. When I got home, man, the pain was so different. I was feeling this horrible pain. Woof, stomach ache. The thing was just time. It was too much. I was asking, is this how C-sections are? I believe by maybe after 5 days, the pain must have reduced a whole lot. But this one, it was increasing. I think I could not even enjoy my new baby. I could not even carry my baby. I didn't even have time for it. I have time when I'm feeling stomach pain. I was not even thinking of him at all. This stomach pain was too much. And then my stomach started swelling. There's no pain med I didn't take. I even had to, I took very strong pain meds. I even had to take the cocodamol, those ones with codeine, but still the pain was not going anywhere. I thought it was my ulcer. Then I said, ulcer pain don't feel this way. It became too much. I could not eat. I could not pass gas. I could not pass waste. I was just suffering. I was always lying down 24/7. I could not carry my baby. Thank God my mother was there just carrying my baby for me. She was there crying too. You know how Nigerian mothers are now. She was there crying. I was not comfortable. My stomach was swelling. I was in pains. It became too much. We had to go back to the hospital. We went back to the hospital and they checked my CS scar and they said everything was okay. There was no infection, nothing like that. There was nothing like that. So they referred me to a bigger place to go get an abdominal x-ray, and I went. That day I went. I remember I was so tired. I hadn't eaten for like 2 days because I lost appetite. I was not eating. I was not feeling hungry. I remember when I got to the center where they do this scan and where they do scan x-rays and MRIs. I was so hungry. I just had to buy a can of malt and snacks outside, and I had it, and I threw up immediately. As I was eating it, I was throwing up. I threw up in the reception area. Man, it was messy. Even when I had to go to that toilet, I threw up there. I also threw up there. It was really messy. Oh. It was really messy. When it got to my turn, when it got to my turn, after it, my results came out and they said I had intestinal blockage. Hey, woo! I had intestinal blockage. See, in intestinal blockage, they have two types. They have two types. The partially blocked intestine and the completely blocked intestine.